Somebody worship him now. Let up brado sateli ando. Coriander. Naliando do. I will worship him forever. I will love him forever because Daddy, you are so good. Lord, we worship you now. Every matter, let's not tell you, brother. I said, tell you, brother. Let's not tell brother. Let's not tell Lord, we worship you. Thank you, Lord. Father, we thank you tonight. El Shaddai, you are worthy, Lord. Worthy. You are worthy, Lord. Worthy. You are worthy, Lord. Oh, worthy to be praised. Worthy. You are worthy, Lord. Worthy, Lord. You are worthy, Lord. Worthy. You are worthy, Lord. Daddy, worthy to be praised. El Shaddai. You are worthy, Lord. What a gracious God you are. We come tonight to have appointment with grace. We ask that the entrance to your presence be granted to us tonight. We ask for boldness in your presence to access the gate of heaven. Lord, we ask tonight that your presence be tangible, that your presence be feelable, that your presence be palpable. Let us feel you, let us touch you. In the name of Jesus. Amen. So shall it be. In Jesus' name we worship. Amen. Let's clap for Jesus as we have our seat. God bless you, choir. You are worthy, Lord. 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 Jehovah, you are worthy, Lord. You are worthy, Lord. You are worthy, Lord. In the morning you are worthy, Lord. In the noontime you are worthy, Lord. Jehovah Nisle, Daddy, you are worthy, Lord. We call you worthy, Lord. Omnipotent you are, worthy to your name. We call you worthy, Lord. We call you worthy, Lord. Jehovah, you are worthy, Lord. You are worthy to be praised. Lord, you are worthy, my King. In the morning, you are worthy, Lord. Daddy, you are worthy, Lord. Worthy of my praise. Father, thank you tonight because we know that you are faithful. We know that you are worthy. And we know that God who is ever faithful and kind. Tonight, with one voices together, as we gather all over the world from nations to nations, we come to appreciate you, and we join our voices to angels in heaven to say, you are worthy. Thank you for your word that you're about to release. Send the word up to Jacob, and it landed upon Israel. Ask for the release of the word upon our lives today that will transform us from city to nations. Thank you, Master. In Jesus' name we pray. Hebrews chapter 5, verse 11. Everyone in, we are happy to be in his presence. Welcome to church. And everyone online, please, Paul Planted, Apollo Waterhead, invite a friend and loved one to be blessed tonight. Hebrews chapter 5 and verse 11. Of whom we have many things to say and hard to be uttered, seeing ye are dull of hearing. For when ye for the time ye ought to be teachers, you have need I won't teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God, and have become such as have need of milk and none of strong meat. For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. Verse 14 for now. But strong meat belongeth to them that are full of age, even those who by reason of use, have their senses exercised, trained to discern both good and evil. Short word tonight, the matured ones. The matured ones. The matured believers. The place we read just described. I love one statement of Paul that said, when I was a child, I spake as a child. I acted as a child. When I became a man, I put away what? Childish things. I put away what? Childish things. If you don't order children, for example, now, they can come to the altar and play football. But an adult can't do that. There are things that are childish things. And the place we read in Hebrew just said, those who are of age, even those who by reason of use, not reason of kept. Those who haven't kept their mind under the pillow. Those who haven't kept their brain in the refrigerator. Those who by reason of use, because it takes the use of the mind for the mind what to mind you. And it takes the use of the mind to become an adult. If since they give birth to you, you've been in a room arrest, you'll be kept in one place, you will know nothing. Because you've not been able to exercise your mind. That's why the Bible said to whom much is given, much is expected. The aspect and the extent to how you use, to the use of your mind is actually what determines the largeness of your mind. Those who by reason of use, your mind can't fade out when it is busy. Those who by reason of use, if you use your cloth too much, it will fade out. If you overuse your mind, it will bring good things. Mind does not fade out by usage. Mind is dormant or adamant by the refusal to use it. So it's different from clothes, it's different from wears, it's different from shoes. Mind grows by usage. Other things spoil by usage. That's the difference. as you begin to grow and grow and grow, it is by the reason of your mind that we know your heart, and it is by your heart we know how matured you are. So minds don't grow out, they don't worn out, they grew up. Minds grow. Minds don't worn out. So there is nothing like, let me not overuse my mind. To overuse, he said, then by reason of use. Put that Hebrew 5. I'm not speaking from myself. I'm speaking from Bible. Hebrews 5:14. Verse 13 said, for everyone that is unskillful, that useth milk, is unskillful. Little children drink milk. Is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. Verse 14. But strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age, number 1. And number 2, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to be able to learn and discern between good and evil. That is, as you keep on getting matured by experiences of life, then you keep on getting wide, you keep on getting more experiences, more knowledge, and keep on growing. And so it is, even if you are not 50 years, even if you are not 70 years, David said, I understand that my teachers, I am wiser than the ancient. Why? By the reason of the use of his mind. So the use of mind has a lot to do as a matured one. Who is a matured Christian? Who is a matured Christian? Who is a grown-up believer? Who is an adult? Am I an adult as a Christian? That's like when you give birth to a child today, you can't consider the child an adult. But after 18 years, the child is an adult. So it is, if you become a child of God today, born again, after 18 years, you are still drinking milk. People still use phone to call you, come church. First, when you don't grow, they tell you, say, those days they used to pursue us to come to church. No one can pursue you these days, even after 30-something years in church. What a child of 2 years will do, you pet the child. A child of 14 years do it, is going to get lashes. If a little baby go and try to take a cup of water by him or herself, and the glass break, you won't beat the child, because you were supposed to help the child. So the child is even courageous, trying to do it him or herself. But when a 12-year-old child go and do the same and break the glass every day, you are going to lash him. Why? Because you consider him to be wiser than that role he just played. So by their fruits they shall be known. So who is a Christian adult? Now who mature as a Christian? Is it 50 years in church? Is it 35 years in church? I love the Bible. You don't boast of how many years you have been in the church. Bible says, it's not he who approve himself, but he who men approve. While we behold ourselves like in a mirror, we know who we are. Who is a mature Christian? 2 Corinthians chapter 6. Who is a matured Christian? Who is a Christian that is chewing bone, that is not drinking milk? 2 Corinthians chapter 6, if you are there, we start from verse 3. Let's analyze qualities or characteristics of matured Christians. What are the characteristics of matured Christians? Number 1, giving no offense in anything, that's what? The ministry be not blame. Giving what? Is it possible? Someone shared a story with me many years ago. Said there was a lady in their church back days in Nigeria, and if you just newly come with your big Bible, you are just acting as a holiness brother, holiness sister. The lady have a character test to prove you. So this lady, one day, someone came to that church and was forming holiness brother with big Bible. And the lady was telling them, this one is just a seed. Pepper, but when there is siren and fire, they said, a lie. It's an apostle in the making. Okay. The lady said, I want to try him. How do you try? I know how to try them. And he went and stepped on the brother too. When you hear the word step on the person too, it might be physical, it might be idioms. But it doesn't mean you must do a physical step. You go find some little. And the person reacted like fire. I used to know a brother in this city, very beloved brother, serving God together. He was described as a humble man, but he was never humble at all. He was humble in as much as you don't look for his trouble. That's not humility. But he wasn't humble at all, because when he's given a space, he rage like a lion. Given no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. What generation are we now? Offensive generation. Offensive. Who is a matured Christian? Someone who is not easily given to offense. Now me put easily. I'm the one that puts easily. The Bible says giving no offense in anything. Jesus said, surely offense will come, but woe to that man through whom offense will come. Believers, many believers of this age are so much immature, but claiming to be speaking in the Holy Ghost, are claiming to be carrying Bible, whereas you dare not mistakenly step on them. They will drop the garment of holiness and tell you another thing. Surely, offense, Bible says it will come. But what to him through whom the offense will come? When a generation that one person is offended in the church, he wants to use it to rob everybody. And it is like that in all churches I've entered. I've been to several programs, and the major problem they have is one person was offended, and it's usually common both in women. Is that one person was offended, and everybody must eat of the offense. I used a statement either yesterday, I wish I was preaching in studio. Yeah, yesterday. I said there are people who leave church, you go and try to bring them back. You that go for them will leave church with them. Come on. There are people that will leave church for offense. If you are not careful, innocent person go there. The Bible calls them the simple. The simple are not the humble. The humble are different from the Bible says the simple perisheth on the way. The simple are people that believe in everything. You are correct and you are correct. They don't have one way. The humble are wise because God given more grace to the humble. But the simple in the book of Proverbs says they perisheth. Because once you say that they are nowhere, they're in the fence. When you send them, say, go and claim that soul back. When they go there, the soul says, sit down, Nabimumu, let me open your eyes. You know, we're in a generation where the blind are opening people's eyes now. Any small boy you see for Facebook, say, let me open your eyes. When the blind begins to open your eyes, you know there is trouble. Somebody who cannot see the wonder side of spiritual aspect of the Bible, now tell you, let me open your eyes. You know you are finished. And the Bible said in that same Hebrews that a backslider is full of his ways. And you send an innocent person to go and meet an apostle in the making who feels he knows everything. And you send a young brother, a young sister to go and reclaim him back. It's a pity you will lose him too. Because when he gets there, you know, people that, if you read Proverbs, there are several things you see, you cry. He said, a man offended is very hard. It's harder than a strong city to be taken. Oh my God. He said, a brother offended is harder than a strong city to be taken. That's why you can easily take a city than a brother offended. My God. Then you send innocent people, say, go for that brother. go for that sister. Then when he gets to that place, say, sit down. Let me open your eyes. You have been a mugu in that church. You don't even know what thing they were blind. After when I see them on Facebook, let me open your eyes. Say, you open my eyes. Can blind lead somebody that is here? I should open your eyes. And when the blind man said, let me open your eyes, he has taken comfort and solace in his blindness. He's no more looking for a solution. It becomes permanent blindness. Huh? When we don't start again, no. So the picture there is that this person tried to say, come. What happened now? We can serve God. It doesn't matter. He said, you be mumuna. You don't know anything. The person begins to put here. Tell me more. Did you hear? You didn't hear? You didn't hear. By the time you put this here, say, Jesus. You that was sent to go and win soul, now you can't call who send you. Now wicked. You went and want go win soul. Now you can't call who send you. That is the point. Anybody can be convinced if you are simple. A simple man that doesn't have his say is a pity. Easily offended. There are people, I know by experience and by service in God's house, I don't see. There are people, and the worst kind that happen in house of God that I hate. And if one person gets offended, it doesn't want the offense to die, and it must carry other people to destruction. It's everywhere. I've seen it. You will hear that there is a clique. I go to so many conferences, please. I said, don't mind them. They're everywhere. If people don't know. If I go to some people, I see some, maybe after compromise everything. I said, don't mind them. They're everywhere. Don't think yours is the worst. There is always somebody who feels if you can't do what I like, I must touch other people to see reason. And most of them are Katuarian Dododos. They are speaking the tongue Gaja from Jawan Kutu Katoba Libayandej. And then they see Holy Ghost like more than you. And so what can an innocent person think when somebody who has been filled of the Holy Ghost? That's why I said yesterday, Holy Ghost and character are two different things. You can be Kutu Kaliabra, somebody touch you, say, tie the grace. Now opposite, you don't know what are you talking about. Just a man finished preaching, the prophetess was prophesying in the church. As the man reached bus stop, he see prophet, somebody they fight with conductor. Well, you know the one that just prophesied just now? He said, provoke me, no one give me change. So you can see the way it works. And devil know how to provoke you very well. You can't bind and lose and die, fall, die, lose and after the lose and die, devil will say, because you don't have corporate anointing, people put your presence of God. Now if they bind me, we don't know ourselves. I go provoke you when I reach outside. Go wait for door. Look for one small thing. You know your weakness. You see, as he just they pray, they look you with the sweat. When you cross the door, person just want to car like this. He said, tie the crazy. I know you. We know ourselves. We know ourselves. I catch you. Easily offended this generation. Hey! The church I grew up, my pastor called one sister. Oh. He said, sister, choir. And he told me, that it pains me. I would have helped him. He told me, says, as he just came, enter church. He says, Sister Gloria, that sister I'm seeing in that choir there, her cloth is not okay. Tell her to correct her. I said, Pastor, I call her for you. That was the greatest mistake. That was the greatest mistake. That was the greatest mistake. I felt the pain later. I wasn't in choir. I was a minister standing. As I'm seeing the picture, pastor came like this, passed, and went to the office, and he saw the sister in the choir. The cloth, this place was showing, and he called Mr. Gloria. Did you decide that sister in that choir? Why did you correct her? I mean, that's some you now they put trouble for your head. I'm not the choir, I'm not the choir mistress. Then I said, Pastor, please let me call her for you. Oh, Chineke. As she entered, Pastor, look at her. Did you look at your mirror at home? I stand. The sister said, yes. He said, what you are wearing is not good. You are free to seduce your husband at home. That statement. Now that one that sister can't take. You are free to seduce your husband at home, but don't wear such to the church. Who say make pastor try that statement? And he was talking to her as a daughter, a pastor. She just left. I was standing, went to the choir, picked her bag, called the husband who doesn't go to church, and say, come and pick me. Many people were involved in the story. Maybe that sister is watching now. She will hear. Choir, I've been in choir for years. The husband drove from home, picked her. That matter went to the general overseer of the church. When we closed, when I entered inside church after I left outside, they said the girl don't go. We did them at the choirs. What did pastor tell her? I said, pastor have the right to correct her daughter. What's it? Waiting. I was there. Pastor asked me to correct her. I said, let me call her for you. I was there. What did pastor say? Within, started putting fire, kerosene, kai, and everything. We closed in the church. I have to go to the sister house and another city, not inside Casino. And I told her, what did the pastor tell you? I was there. How can he say seduce? He didn't say you seduce him. He said you are free to wear what you like to seduce your husband at all. I said, well, sorry for that statement. But the matter didn't, because people that are still full-time in the church were putting fire. But is it not here I corrected one sister in choir? I called the choir leader and said, yes, this sister, come. What you are wearing is tie, scarf. And I say it, I look, I don't tell you. He said, as in a scarf you wear. You didn't wear skirt. You minimize your skirt. Is it not minimize? And she went home angry. You don't consign me. I don't go think, I don't go reason now. And she got annoyed. When she got home in the night, God visited her and warned her. My daughter corrected you, you get provoked. No, certain people need to hear the hard side. If not because you are singing for me that choir, I would have dealt with you. And the next morning coming, Emma come to warn me. I said, Emma, he said, when you told me when I get home, I was annoyed. I was angry of you. I said, it's another fool. I reason you. I've told you my power because the Lord is going to ask me. And now when I tell you, I forget. So you went so with bitterness and anger. Offended because I corrected you in God's house. Who sent you? And she was crying bitterly. People want to hear it with pain. Offense become normal. You can't be offended every time and you say you're a mature Christian. Bible says, giving no offense in anything that the ministry be not blessed. She learned that lesson. But I said, God help you that man visited you. I wouldn't have looked at your face, talk less of asking you, what is wrong with you people? Can't your own physical parents? That's the way the country we are now. A daughter will wear mini and pass the father like that. The father talk is a problem. Nobody can correct just because. The reason why as a matured Christian you don't take offense is not because of you. It's because so that the ministry be not blamed. If you get matured, you will know. The brother that is now doing pastor, that was a former minister with me. Now, we've won feet 16 inches. I got to choir, told me your weavon is too long. His wife, weavon, they passed my own. But the wife, not the choir. And he met me in that choir, and I joked, I sat down. He started to be our choir. He don't follow, so he can hear. Nothing is hidden. I got back to my shop, and I removed my long hair. I said, Father, that the ministry be not blamed. And I don't need to get offended. If I'm offended, I will tell you, but to carry it home. Why? But this generation, you know you are wrong. They tell you. You will not get offended alone. You are looking for another person to lay the seed inside. So that you can prove a point. Say, I mean not do anything. People just they blame me. Offense is dangerous. Say, surely offense will come. But woe to that man through whom offense will come. John the Baptist sent a message. Go ask Jesus. Is he the Messiah? Should we wait for another? The same John who announced Jesus. But he was offended. Because he was in prison, Jesus was busy. He never minded him. Anything can make you to be offended. Anything. A whole John the Baptist. The same that said, this is he that is sent. Who slaughtered am not worthy to lose. This is him. The same John who announced him. But when problem come, issues come, he said, go and ask him. Is he really the Messiah? The same man you announce. And Jesus didn't answer him. He said, go and tell him. The blind see, the lame walk. Simple. That was when he said, blessed is he who is not offended in me. Each time you become a carrier of offense in the house of God, you are a baby. Because it is not your house. It is not. If a woman is easily offended, even in a house, the husband will not have peace. If a man is easily offended, he's blowing every day to the wife. There is no way it is good. Because the Bible says, anger rested in the bosom of a fool. Anger. So if you are not for anger, that anytime you are angry, everywhere is under chaos. That is what the devil self is happy. So make angry. More tuna, so that there can be fightings, and Bible hates it. Within fightings. That's why I do say it. It says, go away, uproot that accursed thing. I do tell people, if you see a fighting, an offensive seed, don't let it germinate. Because it knows how to flow. And uproot the accursed seed. It says, uproot that accursed seed. Because if it grows, it's going to have branches and it will spoil everything. It is one person that do start offense in a family. From one family to another to another. Huh? That's why blessed are the peacemaker. Run away from offense. If you're a matured Christian, you are open for correction. You are open for rebuke. You are open for rebuke. Giving no offense in anything. Not because you will be joyful, that the ministry be not blamed. Characteristics of a matured Christian, lack, they don't give offense. They don't fall into offense.